Trump has won. Woo! Let's go! All right. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Theron Pace, and together we're going to rebuild the Knights Templar. Let's get into the video. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty demoralized before this election. I thought Trump had no chance of winning, and things were going to be getting pretty dark pretty quickly in our country. I'd even adopted an accelerationist black-pilled attitude, thinking that if Kamala had won, at least things might get bad enough to open people's eyes to the danger that the West is facing. I'm certainly glad that that's not the case, though. Even though I did have that black-pilled attitude for a bit, that doesn't mean that I'd given up hope completely. I will always be making plans for how to move forward and make the best of a bad situation. After all, there is a silver lining to every storm cloud if you know where to look. So yeah, this is pretty encouraging. The whole Trump win, the whole Republican Party win in general. But we can't rest on our laurels. Not yet. There's still a lot of work to do, and it's only just begun. We still need to build up our communities, folks. The West isn't saved yet. And we can't put everything on Trump's shoulders. We have to bear some of that weight of the world ourselves. The Republicans have managed to win a lot, but they still can't fix everything. Not in just 4 years. We're still going to need this organization both to keep the momentum going now, during Trump's administration, and after Trump's administration as well. We've managed to get the presidency. That's a huge win for the Republicans, and we've managed to get the Senate too. That's astronomical. Looks like we might also have the House. If we can get the House, that's fantastic. That's a red sweep. That means Trump will be able to do just about everything that he says he wants to do. That's mind-blowing. I didn't think I'd see anything like that. At the very least, even if they're not able to do everything they said that they wanted to do, we've managed to at least buy ourselves 4 years to build. It's going to be an uphill battle, but we can work with this. So let's get into some of the things that Trump could do with this administration. Well, for starters, he could build that wall and close the borders. That would go a long ways. If he were to do that, that would put a strong damper on the Democrats' voting machine. Everybody knows that one of the reasons why they like rampant immigration is so that they can get new voters that are almost always going to be voting Democrat. So that would be nice. Can he deport all of the immigrants that are here? That's a tough one. He might be able to deport a lot of them, especially the criminals and stuff like that. But there's a lot of people here illegally that are honestly probably here to stay. That's kind of where we're at, and it's going to be a tough thing to fix. Taxes. Can he lower taxes and turn the economy around? Quite possibly, temporarily for sure. I don't think he's going to completely fix that, though. There's just too much work to do there, too much work for 4 years, and things have kind of digressed in that sector far too much already. Will he eradicate the debt? Probably not. We're $30 trillion in debt. That's a lot of debt to pay back. Probably not going to be able to do that. But there is a solution for us, we the people, at least to protect ourselves from it and to slowly accrue wealth over time. And the best way to do that is to diversify your assets. You don't want to hold all your money in cash and put all your money in the banks. You want to do things like invest in Bitcoin and maybe have a store of gold and silver. If you can, purchase properties, assets like that. Art's another big one. One of the things the rich are buying up lots of when the economy is looking terrible is art that's not going to depreciate in value. Another thing you could do is reduce regulation and lower the barrier to entry on things like starting businesses and buying certain assets. If some of these bubbles pop, that would be really great for us. If you're looking to build your wealth now, it's starting to look promising. The next 4 years could be a really great opportunity to start doing things like that. Another thing that's a major issue in our society is going to be the rampant money printing and the inflation of our dollar. Can he do anything about that? Probably not. He might be able to slow it down, but at the end of the day, if the Fed wants to, they could collapse our economy and collapse our dollar like that tomorrow. The Fed is a privately owned business, so the government doesn't really have a whole lot of say over that. They're still a major concern, and one that we don't have too much control over. So once again, the only way to protect yourself against something like that is to diversify your assets. Uh, culture. Culture is another big problem. Will he be able to fix our culture? Maybe, but that's a part that's really going to be an uphill battle. We'll have to pay attention and see what he does to roll back the DEI programs, as well as what he does about the education problems in our society. If we can solve the education problems, then the dishonest mainstream media influence will be lessened, as people will be much better able to ascertain the truth on their own, so long as they're given the raw data to look at. A lot of the problems we have is people aren't equipped with the tools, the cognitive tools necessary to be able to determine fact from fiction, so it's far too easy for the mainstream media to control popular opinion. The only way to really remedy that situation is to fix our education system. Another thing we're going to have to watch is we'll have to see what he's going to do about the rampant discrimination of straight white men in our society. That's a big problem. It's primarily, not only, not all, but primarily straight white men that have built the West. So we'll have to wait and see what it is that he does to try and fix some of the things that we've been facing. Essentially try and roll back some of the DEI programs that have been being pushed in our society at large. To me, honestly, I don't think he's going to be able to do too much about a lot of the social issues. I think that's where we have to come in. I think with most of the social problems, those are things that we need to work on, and those are the burdens that we're going to need to shoulder. Regardless of what happens, this is a huge victory for the people in America, and it's really encouraging to see. God has seen fit to give us a chance at a better society and a better future, so we can't squander this opportunity He's given us. There's still lots of work that needs to be done, so let's get to it. Let's get to building. Let's support our guy, and let's keep our eyes peeled for any attacks from the left against our values and the society we're trying to build. Remember always, brothers, God wills it, day is full, and let's make it happen. If you want to support me, I greatly appreciate it if you left a comment in the comment section below. You can like, subscribe, and share this video, and if you see fit to do so, and you think that trying to rebuild the Knights Templar and creating a brotherhood of men that will safeguard our society now and in the future, if you think that's something that you want to support, another great way you can help me is to donate to my PayPal. That would go a long ways towards kicking this off and making a big change in the problems we're facing in our society. Thank you, and God bless.